Hello, and thanks for tuning back into the Cancer Council ACT's Cancer and Nutrition mini podcast series. My name's Ash, and I'm an accredited practicing dietitian. Joining me again today is Kathlene, one of the wonderful registered nurses I work with at Cancer Council ACT.
Thanks, Ash. So good to chat to you again. Just a reminder, the purpose of these podcasts is to help people living with cancer, their carers, friends and family, all get evidence-based information about commonly asked nutrition-related questions. There is a lot of easily accessible misinformation out there, and we want to do our best to make sure that people know what the evidence says. Please be aware that you should always consult a treating healthcare team, as advice we give will be general and doesn't consider anyone's specific circumstances.
Over the last 2 episodes, we looked into some of the most common symptoms people living with cancer can experience: lack of appetite and nausea and vomiting. Now, if you're suffering from any of those symptoms, please check out those episodes. Over the next few episodes, we'll be chatting about healthy eating and cancer.
So if you're a person living with cancer, what should you be eating, Ash?
Let's start by ripping the band-aid off quickly. Unfortunately, there are no special foods, diets, or vitamin and mineral supplements that have been proven to cure cancer. In practice, this means that diets which tell you to cut out one or more food groups, for example, cutting out all grains or all meats, are generally not needed for most people. Now, on the other hand, diets which also tell you to have lots of one food or a juice are rarely needed too. It's also the same for taking any special or high dose supplements. They're not needed except under medical advice. So I'll jump back and actually answer your question, Kathlene. A healthy, balanced diet is best. If you enjoy some meat and animal products as part of your normal diet, this is totally fine. If you're a vegetarian or vegan, that's also totally fine if you're getting your nutrients. As I mentioned before, nothing has been proven to cure cancer, so don't do any diet with that as the priority. The best thing you can do is eat a balanced diet based on the Australian Guide to Healthy Eating. Focus on lean meats and meat alternatives such as legumes.
Just checking, Ash. Legumes, lentils, chickpeas, kidney beans.
That's perfect. You can also try things like fish, low-fat dairy, whole grains, fruit, and lots of different coloured vegetables. So balanced, healthy eating is the goal. What we want is everything in moderation, Kathlene.
Any food you think are the exception to that rule of everything in moderation?
This is for the general population also, but the big exception to that rule is processed meats.
Is processed meats things like bacon, ham, Devon, salami and frankfurts?
Spot on. So it's any meat which has been treated or modified to help preserve or change its flavour. It's a lot of those deli meats, and if the meat has been altered, then it's most likely a processed meat. The scientific evidence basically shows that there is a definite link between processed meats and cancer, specifically colorectal cancer. The official advice for the whole population: eat little, if any, processed meats to minimise risk.
Okay, thanks for that. So the best current advice for people living with cancer is to maintain a healthy diet based on the Australian Guide to Healthy Eating and have everything in moderation, with the big exception being processed meats. Keep those to as little as possible, if any.
That's it, Kathlene. I really wish there was something more I could recommend, but for now, maintaining a balanced diet is the best way you can help yourself. Next episode, Kathlene and I are going to jump into ways we can ensure we're getting enough nutrition into our diet. Thank you so much for being with us, and bye for now.